Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We are back in Captain Contraptions Chocolate Factory. Let's get back to it. Boy, last episode was a bit of a struggle here with the barrels. We're still in Area 2. We've got just a tiny bit left to go, but we're going to start out with Captain Contraption telling us something. It says, elegant solutions. Not all problems require elegant solutions. Boy, don't I know it. Especially when I don't have to clean up afterwards. My other employees call those cannons. Did you know that? Such violent language is perhaps appropriate given our investigation into human nature. If humans are willing to shoot each other with such weapons, is it such a stretch of the imagination to suggest humans used cannons to fire chocolate across the factory? All right, let's go to Area 2 Sandbox and see what they've got in store for us. The modifier is going to be just almonds. We'll get to that after this level. I have not tried this level. I have no idea what to expect. Let's go in and see what we get. All right, we got, oh man, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I have tried this level and I was not successful. So let's see what we've got here. This is really interesting. We've got almond entrance, another almond entrance, get an exit here for toasted almonds, an exit here for chocolate. We've got a chocolate entrance, but you'll notice this entrance looks different. Took me a while to figure out how this thing works, but now I think I know. Chocolate there. Then we've got another entrance for almonds with the special top to it. And then we've got an exit for regular almonds, and we've got another supply of chocolate. And then we've got toasted chocolate almonds exit at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4 exits. Oh man. 4 things to make, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entrances. And then these ones are special. So if we hit play, you'll notice these ones with the little bar on top, they're not doing anything. Man, I could not figure out how to get these to work. So in my experimentation, I took one of these little bouncy bumpers and plunked that thing right on top. And now I hit play. Watch what happens. One little piece of chocolate comes out. What we need to do with these, it turns out, is we need to bounce another product off the top of this thing, and then and then the product will come out. If I bounce an almond off the top of this entrance, then a piece of chocolate will come out, and the almond will just bounce off too. So this one's going to be extremely, extremely tricky. And you can see everything got a little bit smaller. I don't think I can zoom or scroll on the screen. At least I don't know how to do that yet. If there is even a way. Let's see. Pause space, rotate object, rotate. Yeah, I don't see any instructions here. Everything's a little bit smaller. And I guess the first thing we need to do, figure out what we're going to bounce off of these 2 entrances that have the bumper on top. We can get that product out. Almonds. So we got regular almonds here. I could take these almonds, bounce them off of here, get new almonds and send them in. And then these ones that bounce could potentially toast those and send them back up to the toasted almond thing here. Man. Or we could take this chocolate, send that up, bounce. And yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. I was going to say we could take the chocolate, bounce it off this almond thing, toast them both, and send them back over here to this exit that requires the chocolate almonds. Man, this one's going to be tough. That's almonds, that's almonds, that's almonds, almonds. So what I just described, taking almonds and bouncing off this chocolate one, maybe that's good for this almond entrance. This guy, bounce an almond off of there, get the chocolate out, and try and get them both toasted and melted and combined and into this exit. Could try that first. That seems like what's going to happen. Or it seems like that makes the most sense. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Will this let me launch them? Kind of, yeah. I need to get some height. I need to bring these guys, bounce them off of there. Guy does not shoot very far, does he? Let's see. We could belt. We need to go pretty far over, so let's belt first. Then we'll hop up. Try to hop up. That's close enough. I'll take it. Then we'll just belt. I think that's going to fall short. Let's see what we get. There we go. 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 Okay, now we need a toast. Do we want to try to share? Oh man, do we want to try and share this? This burner guy, laser. See what this does. I wish I could zoom. It's a little small. That they were both getting toasted and melted. Is there any way possible that I could get those guys to combine? Like what if we force them together somehow? Something like that. Assuming they fall differently. Let's see. I'm not sure how close together they tumble. Thinking. Let's lower this. I just want to see how these guys tumble through. The nut comes first. Nut is first off the line. Nut is first. What about... I don't think that's going to cover it. Let's just see what this does. I'm just curious. I feel like I could get this to work, but we're not going to be able to share the heater. Those are almost perfect, although it looks like the nut's gonna get ahead by the end. Either way, that's not gonna work because the first one's no good, right? First one, the nut comes down too fast. I could use a cannon, or I could try and slow this guy down. I don't know how. What about get a little bit higher? I don't think it's going to reach. This, if I could get a little bit higher, then this step would actually slow that nut down a little bit. Oh man, that's interesting. Just totally off pace. Wonder why that is. Why this does. got to experiment different approaches. Watch that again. Following the nut here. It's toasted and it's early, right? It's just too early. I already slowed it down. What else could we do? Shouldn't make any difference at all, but I'm going to play and see what we get. Nuts coming way early. If I toast this first. About trying to get the nut to hit another conveyor before it moves on. Might slow it down a little bit. Oh, it's late. Thinking. We can let these fall. We've got quite a bit. We got a lot of height that we can work with here. Let's simplify a little bit. Maybe put some of that stuff back. Let's see where these things fall together again. That is way fast. Could try and shoot the chocolate, but man, it adds a bit of cost. But this is very tunable, I would think. Whether we shoot high or shoot low, maybe we can catch up. We know the almond's fast now, so we probably have to shoot down. See what we get. These go back. Drop a little earlier or slow it down a little bit. Let's see. Oh man, that feels like we're close. Oh, they're not going to work. We do have to have it toasted. Nuts. Let's put another laser down. I might have to take that. That's working. We might have to take it. Sure, there's a cheaper way to do it. Let's see. I think we got them all. I think we got them all. Those, at least. Chocolate almonds. This can definitely go. There's a chance we could get rid of one belt. I don't think it's going to work, though. Let's try. We can always put this back together fairly easy. Yeah, maybe not. That's the same thing, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Let's run again. Make sure to mess things up. Okay, that looks good for those. Let's leave that for the time being. Now these guys, we want to drop almonds onto this thing. Let's see where they start. Boom. Oh, almost. Doesn't quite hit it. What if we go down one more? That might do it. Nope. We do 2 belts, unfortunately. Let's see what this does. That gets us what we want. Now these bottom ones can go here. And the top ones we need to toast. Yeah, the top ones, these top almonds can try and send back up and get them into here toasted. This is going to be expensive. And then we got chocolate down here, which needs to find its way up into that exit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we get a lot of path crossing. Dude, we got these bumpers I'm not using. And then we have this lift. So if we put this on a belt, it goes straight up. It's kind of like a conveyor lift. We will likely make use of those. How much are those? They're 5. I should be doing that instead of this guy. Um, Boy, that is already synchronized. We'll consider that later. These guys that bounce off. Let's see what a bumper does. Play and see what a bumper does. We're focused on these almonds now. Do anything there, apparently. Oh, these you can move anywhere. They don't snap to grid, kind of. You can get clever. And then you can do the, like that kind of thing, too. Start with this and just see what we get. Oh, that doesn't bounce much. If it's got a bunch of momentum already, let's see. Pause. Curious to see how high of a bounce we can get off of these things. But that's not bad. Although it's not going any higher than where it dropped from, right? I don't think it gives us any extra energy. It doesn't look like. Yeah, it's only going to bounce a little bit lower than where it started from, I think. Those aren't a good solution for climbing, don't believe. They wouldn't be a bad solution for moving off to the right because they're cheaper than a conveyor. Just go down and get horizontal distance cheaper than the belts, probably. Um, I need to get up. Guess maybe we'll do a bunch of these lifts. They're got to be cheaper than the cannons. So it's going to be something like this, and then we got to lift up. Oh, if that works. I think the way they work, they have to be kind of stacked on top of each other like this. Test it out. See what we get. Yeah, see how they get tossed up? Boy, it seems like this is going to be awfully expensive. Cannon or lifts and a belt? Just lifts and a belt. I have a feeling lifts and a belt would be better. Something like that. All right. Oh, we got to get them toasted. You got to get them toasted somewhere. Toast them right when they come out. Okay, that takes care of those. We got two more to do. Easy one is going to be the regular almonds. I'm trying to delete this D key. Guys, we just need to send over and get into here. I gotta think it's just going to be belts. And a cannon. Let's emphasize height with this thing. Up high and onto a belt. Brings us home. That maybe. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Working our way through it. Now we got to get this chocolate way over there. And I wonder if I can shoot through these lifts without it getting caught. Take the chocolate out to the left. Do some lifts. Could go all the way up if we wanted to. Or we could try and cut across and go up. Oh my goodness, this is going to be expensive. This is just plain old chocolate. We don't need to toast it or anything. It looks like I got to do lifts right away. Lift through this. I don't know. Be able to belt the other direction now. Not be high enough. Let's see if it gets on this belt or not. Not with this guy in that direction. It won't. Let's try again. Yep. And now we got to make sure we don't hit this cannon. This guy. We will try and work our way over here. Can't get through it. Dude, I'm going to have to launch. Let's move this guy over here. And let's put a cannon like here, because we should have a little bit of momentum. Move you over. That. I could. Whoops. Move this guy over. I want your little slinger going that way. I can't get any closer to this guy. Let's see what that does. Let's see what would be nice if we could get a little height too while we were at it. All right. Oh, these don't want to roll. We need them solid. They don't like to roll. Be a problem. Could be a problem. Yeah, that could be a problem for us. We can move this over. Costs us another belt though. That way. Can go over. See if that gets us up. Does not. That does not at all. Oh, it's embarrassing. Just see what this does. I don't think this is going to be our solution, but let's try it. I thought this guy was making it over. There. Huh. Try that again. What's going on with these chocolate bars? Like they don't want to get on top of the belt. Do we need another pop-up dude over here? I don't know what this is going to do. Let's just try it. Definitely not what I want. Okay. Getting tricky. Getting tricky. Have to, we can go up, come across, go the other direction and go up. That's a bit clear of path, assuming we can cannon our way across this big ladder. Might be easier. I'm kind of surprised the chocolate's not able to make it up this ramp. This guy there. Thought it could get up there. Move you back one. See what that does. It's gotta be lower, looks like. Does not. Let's go the other direction. Climb up. Hopefully you'll get up on top of that one. This is going to be for later. Something. I need one more bell. Let's see if we're actually going to hop up on that one. Nope. Try this. Just curious. That seems to reliably get on top there. Move these guys all up one for the heck of it. I'm probably going to need one more to cross this. Yeah, it's getting it's getting put in that into this lift. Oh man. Tricky. This one is tricky. The other option is to use this chocolate over there. Try and melt it and do the chocolate almonds with it and then send this chocolate back. Up and across. Oh man, it's a tough one. This is a toughie. All right, let's move this over and see if there's any way I can just blast my way through here without entering this ladder, this conveyor lift. It looks possible, right? I can get onto this belt and we can just climb up and we're done. And now the chocolate's not going in. It's finding its way up there. Is there any kind of tweaking to this that solves that problem? Apparently not. We could put a cannon here. Get ourselves up. To this guy. Doesn't feel like it's going to be cost effective. Go straight up there. And it's a timing between these two cannons. Gonna lower that just to see if we can actually cannon onto that. Maybe we can't. Yeah, we can. I think we're close. I think we're getting close. Over one. But that first one really wants to shoot fire, doesn't it? All right. First chocolate I'm talking about seems to shoot farther. Pause. One of you. You. Will that work? Try that, just for the heck of it. Chocolate was falling off of this belt. Chocolate bars. Okay. And we're getting closer. Like it's a cheap solution though. It feels like we're using a lot of machinery to pull this off. This guy is just struggling for some reason to get it over. I don't know if he's hitting things. Change the angle a little, see what we get. Be like a subtle timing thing. Yeah, we just whacked into an almond there. Yeah, we hit another almond that time too. What about that? Try it. Yeah, we're smacking into the almonds. What else could we do? I mean, I could keep trying to tweak this thing for timing. Same thing with this one. Or let's see, what about come up? Trying to shoot across. Does that do anything? Nope, goes right in. Could do that. know. I don't think this approach is working. Good. Climb way up. The other option, like I said, is to try and use this chocolate over there. And this chocolate's got to find its way. These chocolate bars need to find their way out here safely. We're still going to have to cross paths with things. Feels like we're maybe close. I'm not sure. Let's do get rid of these extras and make it not so crowded down here, maybe. Nope, almond got shot over there. We need one more view over this way, I think. It's like it's a timing thing, obviously, but I'm not sure how to solve it. Give these back one. What the heck's going on? Pause this guy down. Try again. %. I think that's mainly our chocolate over here was the problem, right? So, pause. I think I saw chocolate bouncing all over the place. One more lift. Try that. Let's try that. Check it out. 100% efficiency. Man, that was expensive build. 415. Oh, what could we do if we wanted to tune it? This is too big, I think, for me to mess with. Too big for me to mess with. I think... What could we do if we wanted to do something different? Which we don't. This is too much work. We could try to share a laser over here. Kind of on the right side of the screen. Try to share a laser. By timing where these nuts and the chocolate drops. I'm not going to bother with it because this was a challenge as it is. What else? We needed 2 belts here no matter what. Those toasted almonds, boom, drop down here. Make their way up. I don't think there's any way to get rid of this laser or share another one. The one over here on the far left. That's probably the way it is. Another option, like I kept talking about, was taking these almonds and sending them off to the right. Go right and go up. Toast them and try to meet up with the chocolate coming out of here. But you have almonds kind of already on their way in order to, get this chocolate to drop out. Seems like that's the way to do it. Use this one and this one to make the chocolate almonds. Just this path was tough. There's a chance we could get by without this guy. This cannon here, and instead substitute a lift or 2. Oops. I'm going to play again and make sure I take the win. We'll let it run. But yeah, there's a chance I could get by with one less cannon over here. This upper one, I think maybe we could have just got by with a lift. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the win on that one. Oh, man. That was a toughie. That was a toughie, but I'm sure people are going to shatter that score. Gotta think there's better ways to do it. Back to factory. Okay, next we've got a modifier with just almonds, but I'm going to leave that for next episode. This one kind of ran long. Boy, was that one a challenge. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we're on area 2, by the way, and so far in the game there are 10 areas. That it's real easy in area 10, given what we just experienced. So yeah, next episode we'll jump into this area 2 sandbox. It's the last one, the very last challenge for level 2, for area 2. Then we'll jump into area 3, and we'll do it with the modifier just almonds. Maybe that's a lot easier. Probably not. It's probably got like one almond entrance, and then everybody else probably has bumpers on top that you have to tap in order to get your product out. And I have to cross 20 paths. We'll see. But that's it for this episode. For now, this is Glidercat. And thanks so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy this series on Captain Contraption's Chocolate Factory. I am enjoying playing this quite a bit. This is fun. It's not, it's not too hard where it's frustrating, but boy, it does take a lot of experimenting and learning how you can delay certain product lines, delay certain paths and speed up others, that kind of thing, in order to get things to synchronize, particularly when you're making those chocolate almonds. Oh man, a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it. I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members as always. Sincerely appreciate that support. With that, see you guys all in the next episode.